Choosing between Mini LED and OLED televisions represents one of the most significant decisions in modern home entertainment. Both technologies deliver exceptional picture quality, yet they achieve their results through fundamentally different approaches to illumination and pixel control. Mini LED technology represents an evolution of traditional LCD displays. Rather than using a small number of large backlighting zones, Mini LED panels incorporate thousands of tiny light-emitting diodes positioned behind the LCD layer. These microscopic LEDs, typically measuring less than 0.2 millimeters across, are organized into hundreds or even thousands of dimming zones. This granular control allows the television to brighten or darken specific areas of the screen with remarkable precision, creating deeper blacks and more vibrant highlights than conventional LED displays. OLED technology operates on an entirely different principle. Each pixel in an OLED display generates its own light through organic compounds that emit photons when electrical current passes through them. This self-emissive property eliminates the need for a backlight entirely. When the television needs to display black, the relevant pixels simply turn off completely, producing absolute darkness. This fundamental characteristic gives OLED displays their signature infinite contrast ratio and pixel-perfect light control. When examining brightness capabilities, Mini LED televisions demonstrate a clear advantage in peak luminance. High-end Mini LED models routinely achieve brightness levels exceeding 2,000 nits, with some flagship displays reaching 3,000 nits or higher. This exceptional brightness makes Mini LED particularly compelling for high dynamic range content, where specular highlights like sunlight reflecting off water or explosions in action sequences benefit from intense luminance. The technology excels in bright viewing environments where ambient light might otherwise wash out the picture. OLED displays typically reach peak brightness levels between 700 and 1,000 nits. While this represents a significant limitation compared to Mini LED, OLED compensates through superior contrast management. The ability to achieve perfect blacks means that even moderate brightness levels create stunning visual impact. The perceived difference in brightness becomes less pronounced in darker viewing environments, where OLED's contrast advantages become more apparent than raw luminance numbers might suggest. Contrast performance reveals the core philosophical difference between these technologies. Mini LED achieves impressive contrast through local dimming, but the presence of a backlight introduces inherent limitations. Light from bright zones can bloom into adjacent dark areas, creating halos around bright objects against dark backgrounds. Manufacturers continuously improve algorithms and increase dimming zone counts to minimize this blooming effect, but physics imposes fundamental constraints. Even displays with thousands of zones cannot match the pixel-level precision of self-emissive technology. OLED delivers theoretically infinite contrast because each pixel controls its own light output independently. A single bright pixel can sit immediately adjacent to a completely black pixel without any light bleed or blooming. This precision creates extraordinary depth and dimensionality in images, particularly in content with mixed brightness levels. Dark scenes in films maintain shadow detail while preserving absolute blacks, and bright elements possess clean, defined edges without haloing artifacts. Viewing angle performance demonstrates another area where OLED maintains superiority. The self-emissive nature of OLED pixels means they radiate light directly toward the viewer without passing through additional layers. This characteristic allows OLED displays to maintain color accuracy, contrast, and brightness across wide viewing angles, typically exceeding 70 degrees from center before noticeable degradation occurs. Multiple viewers can watch from different positions in a room while experiencing consistent picture quality. Mini LED televisions, despite improvements in LCD panel technology, still exhibit the traditional limitations of liquid crystal displays. As viewing angles increase, contrast decreases and colors shift, particularly toward a washed-out or grayish appearance. Manufacturers implement various compensation techniques, including advanced panel types like IPS or VA with wide-angle filters, but these solutions involve trade-offs in other performance areas. The viewing angle limitation becomes more pronounced in larger rooms or seating arrangements where viewers sit significantly off-axis from the display. The question of long-term reliability introduces important considerations. OLED displays face potential burn-in issues where static elements displayed for extended periods can leave permanent ghost images on the screen. Modern OLED televisions incorporate numerous mitigation strategies, including pixel shifting, logo dimming, and screen refresh cycles. For typical viewing patterns involving varied content, burn-in risk remains relatively low. However, users who display static content extensively, such as news tickers, video game HUDs, or computer desktop elements, should carefully evaluate this risk. Mini LED technology avoids burn-in concerns entirely because the LCD layer does not degrade from static content in the same manner as organic compounds. This durability advantage makes Mini LED particularly attractive for mixed-use scenarios, including gaming, computer monitor applications, or situations where the television displays static interface elements regularly. The technology offers peace of mind for users concerned about long-term image retention. Price positioning reflects the maturity and manufacturing complexity of each technology. Mini LED televisions generally offer more screen size per dollar, particularly in larger formats. The technology leverages existing LCD manufacturing infrastructure with added Mini LED backlighting systems, creating economies of scale. OLED displays command premium pricing due to more complex manufacturing processes and lower production yields, though prices have decreased substantially as the technology matures and production capacity expands. The decision between Mini LED and OLED ultimately depends on specific viewing priorities and environmental factors. Mini LED excels in bright rooms, delivers exceptional HDR impact through superior peak brightness, and provides worry-free operation without burn-in concerns. This technology suits viewers who prioritize maximum brightness, watch significant HDR content, or use their television in well-lit spaces. OLED offers unmatched contrast and black levels, superior viewing angles, and pixel-perfect image precision. This technology appeals to enthusiasts who value absolute picture quality, watch primarily in controlled lighting, and consume varied content that minimizes burn-in risk. Both technologies represent the pinnacle of current display capabilities, each achieving excellence through distinct engineering philosophies.